Greetings and welcome to a Prayerful Pause. I'm Nancy Woodworth-Hill and amongst other things, a spiritual director. Today we will look at some wisdom on receiving and giving compliments. I invite you to take a moment and recall the last time you received a compliment. What was it about? How did it make you feel? Who gave it? How did you respond? Compliments are interesting things. For some people, they are positive affirmations. Compliments have the capacity to shift our mood as well as how we feel about and view ourselves. For some people, they can be embarrassing and even painful to hear, especially if taught as children that compliments are to be downplayed to display modesty and humility. Additionally, for some individuals who have experienced trauma in their past, a compliment can be something to be wary of, and the people who give them aren't to be trusted. One definition of spirituality is awareness, awareness, awareness. Thus, being aware of other people and how they handle themselves in various situations, and giving and receiving compliments is also a spiritual discipline. So here are a few tips on giving a compliment. Be genuine. Make sure your compliment is sincere. A false compliment will have the exact opposite effect on the person receiving it and may leave them feeling insecure. Give details. Instead of saying you're a great musician, tell them what part or quality of their music particularly moved you. Specific compliments have the effect of allowing the receiver to be truly seen and appreciated. You can think small as well. Compliments don't need to be big. A compliment given on small things can have a big impact on a person as well. Does a person have a wonderful new clothing item that fits them well in terms of color or shape? Tell them. Was a task done really well? Let someone know. You can give a compliment when praise is warranted. Many people do feel unseen and their efforts unnoticed. And if a delicious meal is set before you or a task done well, it's worth a compliment. Here are a few things to think about on receiving a compliment. Say thank you. If you're uncomfortable with compliments, just say thank you. It's all that's needed to accept the kind words and acknowledge the person who is complimenting you. It's important not to give in to the urge to minimize the compliment. Don't say thank you, but if you wish to say more, say something like, thank you, I appreciate the comment. Or, thank you, it's kind of you to say. Or, thank you, it was my pleasure. It's also appropriate to acknowledge a team's contribution if a compliment is the result of a collaborative effort. You can say, we worked hard on this. Thank you for acknowledging our efforts. Thank you for seeing what we've done. You can also demonstrate nonverbal cues such as steady eye contact, a slight lean forward, an interested, engaged facial expression. These all show openness, which are part of receiving the compliment. And don't deny the compliment. Responses such as, oh, it was nothing, wasn't a big deal, this old thing, and like may be read as a personal rejection. A compliment authentically given should be gracefully received. And don't try to one-up a compliment. Embrace what is said and allow yourself to bask in its glow for that moment. Don't question or insult the giver. A compliment is offered from the heart, and denying a compliment may seem as if the giver's taste or judgment is insulted. For example, You've given one of the best sermons I've ever heard. And response would be, really? You must not hear many sermons. And don't milk the compliment. Using responses like, what makes you think that? Golly, are you sure? May be an attempt to elicit reassurance. A good compliment is empowering. It shows that the receiver has been clearly seen and acknowledged by another person, communicating impact. Spirits are brightened. Positivity is infectious, and the receiver is more likely to pass the goodwill on to another. We connect with the humanity that is around us and within us. I invite you to engage in appropriately giving and receiving compliments this coming week. If this video has been helpful to you, please consider sharing it. Go in peace.